is a Kawasaki 900 STX. We've already worked on it once. We got it running, but there's another engine failure. I need to take the engine apart. I think I'm gonna have to pull this whole engine out. This is my setup here. Just take a few things off here and there, pull it straight up. We did this other one over here last year. This is a 1994. It's only a 2-carb one. The other one's a 3-carb. This one's working well. Go back and watch that video on the channel if you haven't, but it is running really well. All right, let's get to work. So what we got here is a triple carb. I'll take off this carb cover here and we'll pull open this top and we'll check down in the engine just to see what locked up the engine. Still looks like a lot of oil down there. Hopefully don't have any of those oil lines leaking. Let's get this throttle cable off here. There we go. Right there. All right, let's take out this carb. So I noticed when I'm pulling this out, look at this. I did not pull off any of these oil lines. So either all of them popped off or I forgot to put them on. Where's the third one? 1, 2, 1, 2, where the heck? Well, that's concerning because you really, if these come off, then you basically are pumping straight fuel without the oil fuel mixture in here, and that would be a problem. That would kill an engine pretty quick. You're gonna help us out, huh? Okay. Well, got her. Oh, your foot got stuck. Okay. Pretty hand. Well, look at that. So what I think was happening, this engine overheated really quick because there's no oil pumping through there. See how dark this is? Oh yeah, look at that right there. I mean, that, oh man, look at that piston. I think it got too hot. No oil in there. I don't see anything that's locked up though. So you can see on this one over here, the damage on the side of the cylinder wall. I left it as is because it seemed to do well after we remove that clip, but I think what we need to do is just take this whole thing apart, maybe bore it out. Here you can see some of the footage of the last video where we pulled what looks like a nail out of this cylinder here, and frankly I'm still confused at what it is. I thought it was a wrist pin clip from the engine here, but you know, once we tear into the engine you'll see that all the wrist pin clips are connected. So not quite sure how this nail or whatever it is got into this piston here, but regardless, we're going to have to replace this piston. There we go. Got it. See if we need a rebuild kit. For now though, I wonder why the engine is locked up though. I don't see anything locking it up. I'm going to try to turn this engine over. Alright, let's hook it up to this battery I got. I mean, I love this battery. It's lithium, it's super light. It is a power sports battery. Let's hook this up, turn it over. See if this will move. I got the battery hooked up. Let's just slide it down here. Turn that on. Let's see if this pops off. Oh, I heard something. Okay. Alright, so something's still stuck in here, obviously. I mean, it's trying. Oh, there we go. Oh, there, it's going down. Oh, okay. Got it down. I mean, maybe that was it. Maybe it just got so hot that it just locked up. In either case, we need to take this top end off. Possibly a top end build. Something I've never done before. Is that a weak battery? I think it was charged up when I put it in there, but that's slowing down real quick. Should be plenty of volts to fire this thing up. It's supposed to be, yeah, it's supposed to be much faster than this. And it sounds just like a weak battery. Listen. Oh, uh-oh. Something's smoking. What is smoking? That's not good. Maybe that's the starter. Maybe the starter's messed up. You know, maybe that's all burnt up. Alright, this was at 13.2 volts. Should be 2 or 3 times faster than what it was turning it over. One cylinder stuck. Oh yeah, one cylinder stuck. Come on. There we go. Twisting it a little bit. And I think I got it. Oh, I got one more hose, 2 more hoses I got to get off. All right, I was able to take those 2 water pipes off underneath, so I can pull this out of the way, I think, now. Looks like it's in decent shape, right? Look at the scoring on the side here. Oh man, that. So I'm sitting here looking at this, and everything looks to be in actually decent shape, as far as I can tell. These pistons here, those rings are fine. Those rings are fine. This one here, you can see it's stuck a little bit.
So these piston rings should act kind of as a spring and push up against the cylinder walls to create a nice tight seal so that no oil and gas can get past the pistons. So when they're stuck like this, it's not going to create good compression, and it's going to leak oil and gas into the engine.
Yeah, probably because of that right there. Look at that. That wall is just completely damaged. So this probably needs to be replaced to get compression in the cylinder here, and that's probably the one that where it was sticking anyway. It was probably this one. But I'm still kind of Confucius on why was this starter smoking over here. There, maybe it was just getting stuck right there. I think this engine itself probably fine. Cylinder wall, you know, that's probably not that bad. I can probably hone that out a little bit. It'd probably be fine. Okay guys, I've been thinking, and it's hard for me to bend down and work on this thing. It'd be so much easier if I could just get this on a tabletop surface and work on it. Frankly, it's not that hard to remove this part of the engine. There's only 4 engine mounts. 1, 2, 3, 4. So at the very least, I should just get this out of here to get it tabletop high, to make it easier to work on. Okay, I got 1, 2, 3 extensions on here. All right, got those out. Let's make sure we get these in a baggie. I like to keep everything at least organized a little bit so I don't lose this stuff for now. Still got oil leaking. I need to plug that. I guess it's just kind of siphoning itself out. That's not good. Probably half this tank leaked out before I noticed this. Come on, get in there. All right, is that gonna hold it? Yeah, I think that'll work. You know what? I think it's time to get rid of this. I mean, why would I even keep it, you know? I mean, look at this. That's as fast as it goes? Come on. This is junk. Ooh, that stinks. That's the way to do it. I know I need to order a rebuild top end, at least for 1 cylinder. Got a few eggs down there. Why are they pecking at them? They're rolling it? You know, one downside to having hens is that there's predators all around. Hawks and foxes, and we have, I've seen bobcats out here, raccoons, all kinds of stuff. Not to mention coyotes. We've seen all this stuff, but look at this. This was one of our prized hens Yeah, she was so pretty. All black feathers. And I don't see any evidence of anything left of her. So maybe a hawk. Oh, where did that go? That's a lot of metal on the floor. Is that it? Oh yeah, that's it. Oh, well there you go. Doesn't have to come all the way out. Yeah, look at that. There's no way that was gonna seal anything up, was it? All right, so this is what I picked up. I'm renting it at O'Reilly. Honing tool here. I've never used one of these. But let's see. This is, whoa, okay, it opens automatically with the spring. I see how that works.
So I ordered a new piston off eBay, or at least new to me. So I got one new one and two old ones, and I'm going to reinsert them into the engine here and put this all back together.
My daughter's learning how to drive a stick shift, so let's see if she can drive under pressure here. Get the camera rolling. Camera's rolling. Don't hit the tree. She got it without stalling it. All right, I didn't film that, but I got the second one in and the clip and the side. So that one's fully in. Now I just got to get to this one here. Hopefully that's easier to reach. This one is kind of hard to reach. Trying to reach my hand up in here and get everything. I can turn this now, and it actually feels really good, and you can hear and listen to it. You can hear it. That's good news. All right, I'm just going to torque this down to, you know, good and tight. All right. I gotta say, I am super excited. I thought I was going to have to take this engine entirely apart, flip it upside down, take it all apart, clean it, and put it back together. But doing it like this wasn't that bad. So, hard part's out of the way now. Got to lift this beast back up, get it put back down in the engine, then I can hook everything back up and get a fresh battery on there. And I think we can try this thing out. Not easy. It's like 99 degrees out here today. It's getting late in the day. I might tackle this in the morning when it's a little cooler. It's the next day and I got this up and ready to go in, but look at all this oil that I gotta pick up. Looks like my my plug fell out of there. I don't want to waste all this oil. Let's see what we can do about that. I think I'm just going to take this and pour it right back in the top up here. All right, let's lower this engine back in the hole. All right, so look what my neighbor just brought over. Sweet. I got all this firewood I got to split. That will be very helpful. What I'm trying to do here is just get this engine coupled back together with the propeller, and then I can align the engine bolts. All right, I think I got it. So I'm gonna try to get some bolts in here before it slips out of place. Got the engine mounts tightened partially. Before we do anything else, I suggest we hook up the battery and give this starter a turn crank, see how this works, because I don't want to have to replace the starter and take this engine out after I put it all back together again. All right, we're going to try two different batteries. I got lead acid battery, power sport battery, let's see, 310 cold cranking amps, and then I have a very light lithium battery here. This should be full. It's hard to see. 420 cranking amps, which, I mean, this should be much faster, right? If it's 420 cranking amps compared to 310. Well, anyway, let's try the lead acid one first. One battery hooked up. I'm going to put a little bit of oil in here. Let's turn this on, and I'm just going to turn it over for a little bit, see how it does. And contact. Oh, what's going on now? Maybe I got a bad starter. Come on. Yeah, I mean, that clicking sound tells me, but the starter just seems to be not doing anything. So, you know what? I need to take this engine back out. That's why I didn't torque the mounting bolts all the way down. So it's not bad. Take off 4 mounting bolts, pull this thing back off, and let's just test the starter by itself. Let's isolate it, see if that even spins over. If not, then we need to get a new starter. All right, that one worked. For a second, woo, these are getting hot. I think that starter's toast, man. It's smoking. What do we got under here? What do we got under here? Let me see. Get up, get up. Oh, look at all those eggs. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 eggs. Good job. Let's at least benchmark the starter here. This is the one out of the Sea-Doo. Alright, so let's see if the other starter will work like this. Alright, got this off. You can see the difference here. And wow, the rain just came in. Look at this. We can test this other one to see if it acts the same way as the Bombardier. Let's get our ground hooked up here. Here comes the moment of truth right here. Here's the trigger, and let's hold this in place. Oh yes, it fails. That's good, that's good. It's completely failing. Not even, it should be smoking, hopefully. Oh, you know what's getting hot though? Ooh! This wire is getting super hot. Wow. Okay. Yeah, this is no bueno. We'll figure out the part number for this. Alright, how am I going to get back to the house? I'm just kind of wet doing this. Oh, man, look at this. I'll just take a shower out here. Oh, it feels so good. It was like 100 degrees today. Oh, yeah. Whew. That feels awesome. Just saw some lightning though. Alright, I'm calling it quits for tonight. I'm gonna go order some parts. All right, a little bit wet. Well, we need the rain. All right, look what just came in. Niche starter. Okay, look at that. Tell you what, why don't we give this a quick test before we install it? Okay, contact. Works like a champ. There it comes. All right, let's install this new one here. There we go. Okay, I got the engine back in. Got 4 of the bolts loosely tightened, the mounting bolts. I've got the battery back up and wired on. This is the lithium battery here. Let's test the charge. Oh, okay, it's a full charge. So I think all we need to do, make sure there's no crud in here. Let's turn this over and see how it pops off. I mean, it's not going to pop off. There's no carburetor, but I want to see how fast this new starter is running. Make sure all this stuff is out of the way. All right, so let's turn this on. And contact. That's the way it's supposed to work. Nice and fast like that. Yes. Okay, let's look at that new piston. It's looking Alright, I'm not gonna run this too much where that started out, but that, yeah, that looks good. I think I'm ready to put her back together, fire her up. Make sure we got all the oil lines connected this time. All right, we are getting close to the end here, folks. Let's reinstall this triple carb. All right, now this is the most critical piece of this whole operation, is reinstalling these oil lines for the 2-stroke engines. You don't want this to come off, so I'm questioning whether I use these clips or if I use zip ties for these. And that, let's see. Oh, yeah, it shouldn't come off, right? Yeah, I don't think that's going anywhere, but you know what? We're gonna do this anyway. Gaskets are in place. All right, let's hook up the fuel lines here. All right, so these 3 fuel lines. That's the incoming, right? Because that's got the filter on it right there, right? Supply. And then this one runs to the rail, I think. Oh, yeah, that's in the pump, and this is out of the pump. So this is your fuel pump. That runs to the rail, and this is your overflow going back. All right, and these top lines up here, these are just your primers. Okay, so I think we're ready to put the top section. All right, let's get this cover back on here. There we go. All right, now for the firebox. All right, so we're almost done with the hard stuff. I'm just not looking forward to is unplugging that oil line and throwing it back on that connection. A couple of reasons. One, I don't want any oil to leak. And 2, I'm just afraid of that old plastic that it might crack. I'm going to try to throw it back on there carefully and as quickly as I can. Zip tie it up and hope that it'll be fine. Let's give this a try. I'm going to quickly take this out and then shove it on this inlet valve, inlet tube right here. Come on, come out now. Okay. Get out there now. Oh, sorry, losing light here. Oh, it split. Yes, no bueno. Okay, I'm gonna have to replace this whole thing. All right, but that's what I was afraid of. All right, so this is, yeah, see, looky there. It just, oh no, did the whole thing come off? Oh no, the whole thing came off. Is it dripping? Oh no, it broke off from there, but I don't see it dripping yet, but, oh no, I hope, I bet it is gonna drip. Okay, well, we gotta replace that line all the way to the tank, and oh man, I think if I don't get that on there tonight, it's gonna be all in here tomorrow. Yeah, look at that, that needed to be replaced. That just broke off right there. I'm glad it broke here and not on the water. I should have gone ahead and replaced it anyway. All right, so 2 days has passed, and I had to order some new Diagnosing tubing here. Maybe a little bit big on that, but that's okay. We're gonna clamp it on either side, but it looks pretty close. Diagnosing, this is the good stuff though. This will last longer than that jet ski. $10 though for a 2-foot piece. Not cheap. I am going to put the zip tie on here regardless. Oh, it's already flowing. See that? That's good. Got this just in time. Good. Got it on there. See? Look at the oil. It's already flowing there. And it's about to hit. That's the pump not even running. So it's just kind of gravity fed right now. So let me put a zip tie on that, and I think we will have these tubes done. So you can see the difference in size. This is 1/4 inch inside diameter, and these three were like, I think they were like 3/32 or 3/16. I can't remember. I'm gonna prime it again and start. Contact. Woo. Pretty loud, but it fired off. Yeah, buddy. Let's do that again. Let's get it running. Contact. But it's working. All right, I got this on there. Still don't have water hooked up to it yet. I want to get a hose, hook it up here, but I think I need to get it on the trailer first to move it. So, but let's see how this sounds. Much quieter. All right, well, I just wanted to pull it over so we can hook it up to the water. I can hook it up to the water right here. Right there. Water's on. 6 o'clock here. Let's get this out on the water. Maybe we'll have some really nice sunset on the water. Maybe it'll be calm. Haven't got this on the water yet since the blown engine. And it's been a while for that one too. So I think we got the batteries hooked up and should be good to go. Double check here. Starts so easily. That one works like a champ. I don't need my wallet, do I?
I don't know how long you have no water.
Yeah. We gotta have a filmographer.
Well, I'm gonna do filmographer from the shore.
You're gonna film it from the shore. All right. There we go.
Okay, tell us what's going on.
Okay, well, this is taking on water, and it's got no power. No power. All right, so I don't know what's going on. Forgot to clamp the hose inlet cover back on, and I don't know where it is now. Gotta find it. Well, folks, it's the next day out here, and let me show you what was going on. I don't really know what's going on here. All right, so what happened to us, when we got to the lake, we realized that we left this plug off. Now this is just a makeshift plug that I just now put back on here, because the plug that was, you know, over here, I don't have no idea where that is. I probably put it like right here, and when we drove off, it's probably on the highway somewhere. So that's the only thing that I can think of why I didn't have any power yesterday. I've checked underneath here. I've checked the propeller. Let me see if I can get you down there. That's where it sucks in water, right there. Okay, right there. It sucks in water right there. And, you know, the propeller, you know, throws it out right there. And there is nothing blocking that at all. The propeller seems to be working just fine. The only thing I can think of is this whole thing was flooded. And, you know, that is the reason why it had no acceleration. It was just flooding water in here. So I plugged this up, and the engine sounds good. I gotta get this back on the water again. Yeah, I mean, the engine sounds fine. It's just that full speed, it's not going anywhere, and it's leaving a huge wake. It's just like not getting any pressure from the propeller. cut so one person gets.
Give me the.
Oh!
Why did you do that?
I just swallowed one.
You gotta get the water out of there. You gotta get going. We're gonna put this up. Oh, worky. That's full speed. We're going maybe 10 miles an hour. I don't know what's going on. Well, now it's going. All right, now we're moving. Now we gotta go get my life jacket. I left it in the car. It's working. All right, it's the next day out here, and we've come back from the lake. So what was going on the lake? We were getting no power. We were getting a ton of wake out of here, but just no power from the wake. I couldn't figure out what was going on. We cracked open the hull while it was running to try to see if we could figure out what was going on. And what I was able to see was right down in here where the propeller shaft goes out of the back side here. I saw water coming back in the hull, and you can see there's a crack right there in that plate, it looks like, that was leaking. So that's definitely needs to be repaired. I don't know why that crack would cause such a power drop off, unless just water didn't know where to go, if it just wasn't pushing it out correctly and not getting the thrust somehow. That's my take on it. We're just not getting thrust. I think the propeller is what we're gonna have to look at next. So I've taken this propeller off. It just slides out. This is the way it goes in here, like this. And so I think I'm kind of figuring out what's going on with it, but I don't think it has to do with that leak on the inside, but more to do with this housing over here. This housing holds the propeller shaft in here, and if you look at this, I don't know how if you can see down in there, but it's just all worn up. There's no seals there. I mean, if they are, they're just all worn up. Oh wow, what are these pieces? Oh yeah, there's a ball bearing. Oh, there's a few. There should be a bunch of bearings in here. Guess what? They're not even here. They're like completely missing, just all gone. Or maybe they got eaten up by the impeller and just thrust out the back. My theory is that propeller is just going to be flopping around in there if there's no good solid end for it to sit on. So it's going to be going around like this. And you can see on this propeller how it's hitting the side right there, right there, and right there. So it's going to be turning like that. This is just wobbling around in here, wobbling around like this, around and around, hitting things. Yeah, you're not going to get good thrust, I don't believe, when it's doing that. We need a whole new unit, whether that's a propeller, whether that's just a housing, whether it's a seals kit, I don't know, or maybe it's just another junk machine where we can swap it out. You can see, this is in rough shape already. This is just the shaft and the impeller right here, and it's got loose pieces right on here, and even the shaft here, it looks like it's been broken off or something here. When one person was riding it and we got on top of the water, we were getting about 3/4 power, but I couldn't get on top of the water with two people on it. What I've done is order a whole new one of these. I could get a kit and fix this, but I would need a bearing kit. I would probably want to get a new impeller and a new shaft here. So I found one on eBay that just had it all together and it looked in decent shape. So I think that's what we're going to do, is just replace this whole thing. But I'm going to save that for another video. So I'm going to close this video out and we'll save the impeller replacement for another video. Hopefully that will be the third and final in this series, as I really want to get this working up tip-top shape, get it back on the water, and you know, see if it can compete with this other little guy over here. If this video helped you out and you liked it, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe, and you'll see you'll get notified when the next video comes out on this series. So I appreciate you watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Not giving up yet. The engine seems to be working fine. It sounds really well. It seemed like it was hitting on all cylinders, and so it kind of stinks that yeah, we got another issue after we repair that engine.
Oh wait, I got an idea.
You need to get on this one first.
I got an idea. I just get on that.
Like over here.
Alright, sit down carefully, bro.
I think that's how one person gets.
Give me the...
Oh!